Good morning, Walker Valley, and welcome back to The Spill. My name is Dana Cadonez.
And my name is Jimbo Canada. Today we'll be talking about a blown-up Russian bridge, the Cleveland Block Party, and FCA's spikeball tournament. All that and more on today's episode of The Spill.
I say y'all having a good time out there.
What is up, Walker Valley? I'll be your host for this semester, Lily Cruz Rogers. Oh, this behind me? It's a really cool studio. Welcome to The Spill. Where have you guys been? Follow me. Gosh, there's more to see.
They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. I say y'all having a good time out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Que no pare la fiesta. Don't stop the party. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out to my man E-Dog for making this all possible.
Breaking news. On October 8th, the Crimea Bridge blew up. Russia has used this bridge to move military equipment, ammunition, and personnel from Russia to battlefields in southern Ukraine. In the explosion, 3 civilians were tragically killed. Russia begins a full investigation on who committed these terrorist acts. President Vladimir Putin has stated Ukraine's intelligence forces has aimed to destroy a critically important piece of Russia's civil infrastructure. This has raised tensions in both Ukraine and Russia.
The Guinness World Record for the highest game of soccer ever played was recently beaten by Portuguese soccer legend Luís Figo and a team of players from all over the world. The game, organized by MasterCard, saw Figo and his team board a plane specifically outfitted with an onboard soccer field. The flight's path simulated zero gravity for the game at 20,230 feet. This world record has turned the football community upside down.
NASA's InSight mission, which is expected to end in the near future, saw a recent drop in its power generated by its solar panels as a continent-sized dust storm swirls over Mars' southern hemisphere. It was first observed on September 21, 2022 by NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. The mission carefully monitors the lander's power level, which has been steadily declining as dust accumulates on its solar arrays. There are signs that this large regional storm has peaked and entered its decay phase, giving way for the solar panels to regain their lost power.
Batman Begins, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Gwen Stefani. You'd think nothing from 2005 would still have relevance, and yet the Real ID Act of 2005 has just become incredibly relevant to Tennessee citizens. Real IDs are specially marked IDs that permit access through federal security checkpoints such as airport security. Now, residents of Tennessee wanting to board any commercial flight must switch their current license to Real ID by May 3, 2023. However, updating your license to Real ID is not required for driving or general ID purposes.
What's up, One Valley? My name's Kaden Kelly. I hope everyone had a fantastic fall break, and here's what's on tap for today. In international sports, Canada took on Morocco in the 2022 Women's International Friendly Competition and absolutely destroyed them 4-0. Now, Canada is predicted number 1 for the future 2023 Women's World Cup. In other news, this Saturday, number 6 Tennessee will take on number 3 Alabama at Neyland Stadium at 3:30. Alabama opens up as a 7.5-point favorite and a number that has gradually went down since the line was first set on May 10th. Tennessee slides up to number 6 for the first time since 2016, coming off a 40-13 slaughter of LSU. Alabama slides down to number 3 after their narrow win against A&M. Alabama has a 15-game winning streak against the Vols dating all the way back to 2007. Both QBs are having Heisman-level seasons, and both teams enter undefeated. Make sure to tune into this matchup. Game time is at 3:30 on CBS. In the MLB, this weekend kicked off the wild card round in best-of-3 matchups. The San Diego Padres defeated the New York Mets, the Phillies came back and beat the St. Louis Cardinals, the Guardians beat Tampa, and the Mariners defeated the Blue Jays. The division series now kicks off with the Braves taking on the Phillies, Padres will play LA, Seattle plays Houston, and the Yankees square up against the Guardians. On Friday, our Walker Valley Mustangs took on the Ray County Golden Eagles and beat them out 25-14, marking our first ever win on the road against them. On the offensive side, Schwartzel had 14 completions for 138 yards and a score. 6 of those completions were to Tucker Ownby for 41 yards. On the rushing end, junior Noah Jones had 18 rushes for 72 yards, and Tucker Ownby had 2 rushing touchdowns. On defense, Jacob Hollingsworth and Braxton Smith both had 10 tackles, with safety Brady Montgomery racking up 12. Eli Denton only picked up 7 tackles all night, marking an all-season low for the 2-time All-State linebacker. Going into this week's sports, today, tomorrow, and Friday, soccer has its district tournament. FCA has its annual spikeball tournament, and our Walker Valley football Stangs are taking on the 5-2 McMinn County Cherokees for our 13th face-off. In those 13 years, however, our Stangs have yet to take home a single win against this team. However, this has been a record-breaking type of season for our Mustangs, so make sure to show up and show your support. The student section theme is Gone Fishing, so you'll have to go down to your local bait and tackle place and get you a big old bucket of worms for this Friday's game. That's all for sports. My name is Caden Kelly, and now back to our anchors in the studio after a brief commercial.
This is Anna. She's not all that different from you. She has 2 loving parents.
Anna, we're so proud of you. You're like the best child we've ever had.
She works a part-time job.
Anna, you are the greatest employee we've ever had. I'm gonna make you the CEO.
She works hard in school.
Anna, you're the smartest person on the earth. You should be teaching this class.
But Anna's life isn't always perfect.
I can't believe you failed this test. I'm gonna get you suspended.
What do you mean you can't work this week? You're fired.
Anna, we're so disappointed in you. We're gonna unadopt you.
Anna thought her life had fallen apart. Little did she know.
Stop! Please, stop! Make it stop!
Is your life falling apart? Do you wish you could get it back together? Well, then I'm the man for you.
This is the stable. We're here for you. These chips, they're your parents' favorites. They ate them on their first date. And you probably don't realize this, but your science teacher is training for a marathon. This sugary sports drink will make his thirst and your F disappear.
Thanks. But mister, what do I do about my job?
That minimum wage purgatory didn't deserve you. Here, this resume will get you somewhere that understands your worth.
Thanks. You're my hero.
Boom! And before you go, this is just for you.
The stable is located upstairs, between Freshman and MBA Hall, to the left of the Media Center. We've got snacks, drinks, and anything else you might need to get through the school day. Your life won't always be stable, but the stable will always be in your life.
Early Sunday morning in downtown Gatlinburg, several restaurants and gift shops were reported a total loss after a fire broke out. One of the business owners has hired a private contractor to demolish part of the building for safety purposes. According to the Gatlinburg Fire Department, they responded to the 700 block of Parkway around 6:39 a.m. Sunday morning.
The annual Cleveland Halloween Block Party will be taking place this year on October 31st from 5 to 10 p.m. and is located in the Courthouse Square. This is Cleveland's biggest event of the year, so you won't want to miss it. Come in your Halloween costume and be prepared for a long night of walk-in and fun.
FCA will be hosting its annual spikeball tournament this Friday during MAP. It will be held in the upper gym like always and is gearing up to be a school-friendly smackdown. You have absolute professional players like Nathan Hanrahan, Ethan King, Jake Schock, and Javen Bowe, as well as casual pros like Ty Vallecito, Alabama commit Lucas Frink, Sam Perez, Leah Watson, and Ian Kinsey. It is set to be a showdown for the history books. Make sure to buy your tickets in the stable for the low price of $3 while you still can.
The fall play, The Crucible, is coming up this week. The play will have shows on the 13th, 14th, and 15th at 7 p.m. and a 2:30 matinee on the 16th. Tickets will be $7 for adults, but only $5 for students with their IDs. So make sure be there.
Our Walker Valley administration has coordinated a problem-solving survey in an effort to gather information that will help students within our community identify needs within our area. This is ranging from the rise in homelessness in our community to recycling here in the Valley to challenges faced by local businesses and industries. This survey will bring opportunities for our students to work together and solve real, authentic, real-world problems in order to understand the needs of our community and seek ways to create opportunities for students to think critically and become problem solvers. For more information on how you can make a change in our community, go to the Walker Valley website to access the WVHS Problem Solving Survey.
Even though fall break just ended, let's take a look at the rest of the breaks we have this semester. The first is November 8th, which is a staff development day, therefore students will not attend school. Then, on Monday, November 21st, Thanksgiving break will begin, and we will return the following Monday. After that, the last break of the semester will of course be Christmas break, and it will start on December 17th, and we will return on January 2nd, which will be the first day of the second semester. You got this, Mustangs. And speaking of someone who got this, now on to weather with Thomas Robinson.
Thank you very much, Jimbo. Welcome back to weather. My name is Thomas Robinson, and here's our weekly weather. So on Wednesday, we have a high of 78 with a low of 59 with a 21% chance of precipitation. On Thursday, we have a high of 75 with a low of 40 with a 55% chance of precipitation. And then on Friday, we have a high of 71 with a low of 39 with a 3% chance of precipitation. Then our weather in Paris here is the high of 64 with a low of 50 with a 60% chance of precipitation, a high of 66 with a low of 58 with a 90% chance of precipitation. And then on Friday, we have a high of 63 with a low of 52 with a 60% chance of precipitation. That's all for weather. My name is Thomas Robinson, and now back to our anchors in the studio.
That's all for today's episode of The Spill. My name is Danica Dodas.
And my name is Jimbo Canada. Have a winsome Wednesday, Walker Valley.
Dale di fruta.